All right, so you guys can see and hear me. Um, Welcome to go on camera. I don't think that that's blocked at all. Um, that'd be nice to see other people. And then we'll get started here real quick. Try to make this short and sweet. I know it's a Saturday, midday Saturday in the discovery world. I know a lot of us are working on the weekends anyway. We may have some places to be. Hi, Susan.
Hey guys. Yeah, I was just going to join. I don't need to take the test. I took it a long time ago, but I wanted to say I think it's amazing what you're doing. And I just wanted to offer up any mentoring or anything that you guys need, if you guys come up across anything. So I thought I'd join on this first call and just
Yeah,
offer that to you guys.
Susan, we really appreciate it, and I've been mentioning this throughout the communication. So for you to come on and just confirm that and verify that that is the case. I believe, are you a master already,
I
Susan?
am.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So guys, Susan's a master in relativity. She's got plenty of years of experience, and yeah, she's offering the support. So I think that if we come together as a group, if there are questions or issues that we come across where we're unsure, there are a number of people who are out there to help support um, this group coming together and trying to be better at relativity for the industry, for ourselves, for the clients that we all offer. Thank you, Susan.
Yep. And yeah, and you
Um,
guys have, I'm just Daniel, and then I'll stop it, and then I'll go back off camera and just listen in. But you guys have my email address, so anytime anything comes up, any questions, definitely feel free to just reach out. I'll be an available resource.
that's so great. All right. Thank you so much. I see a couple of thumbs up. That's awesome. Thank you, Susan. Also, real quick, just another quick note. I got another email from Amit right before this meeting. He provided a couple of other resources that I'll share. I'm going to share most of the resources. Well, I'm going to share all the resources and links that are provided inside of the LinkedIn group. It's called the Unofficial Study Group. Right. So let's just hop on. And by the way, one of the final note, this is all new. So any suggestions and feedback, welcome. Better days, better times, better ways of organizing, agenda items that you want to talk about. I think we may mess around with the idea of having everybody come to the call with a test question and something like that. How's everybody feeling about week one? Is anybody ahead of the game, behind the game, feeling lost already? Just let me hear from somebody.
I believe week one was just basics. I don't think it should be an issue. At least I didn't face any. I did not join the first call though. I did see the recording. Seemed interactive. It was a good session. Let's hope as we move on, I believe we'll have better feedbacks.
Yeah. Yeah, it is just the basics.
Mhm.
I'm glad you're feeling good about it. Sounds like you're confident in it. I'm a big believer in foundational basics and principles, and so I think that this week one does give a little bit of foundational information for the rest of the study. Anybody else?
Hey Daniel, thanks for doing this. I know I'm 1 week late to this class, but thank you. I learned something new about OCR profiles, taking that practice test. So that was definitely good, and there's a lot more to learn. So
Yeah, and I'm just going to say this now. I think the reason why I brought up the test question idea, like to have everybody come with their own question, is because that's kind of what I've been doing, and it's helped me retain a lot of the information. And so again, this is not a everybody come to the call and Daniel teach by any means, right? We've got people like Susan who are masters and Amit and others who are there to support. This is really a self-study, and the more that we can retain and learn for ourselves, the better. This is really just to help hold each other accountable. So thanks, Anthony, for that. And if you see any errors in the tests, please let me know. Thank you. All right, so just quick reminders for the week one. It was foundational. If you haven't done the team poll, please do the team poll. This is asking about days and times best suited for everybody. Also, the make sure you're creating your relativity account. This is going to be key. Relativity has all of the information and the study guides set up week by week. I showed you the guys that last week in the recordings. So it's important that you use the resources that they have. Got confirmation from others that they are very good resources and they are very well suited to give you the information you need in order to pass the tests. So make sure you're creating your relativity account. It's free to do so. And make sure you register for the study plan. I've provided links here in this agenda, but also in the LinkedIn group, the unofficial study group. These links are supposed to take you directly to where you need to go in order to sign up for the study plan. If they don't, let me know. Please feel free to correct if anything is incorrect. So make sure you're doing that to complete the week one and kickoff. Make sure to watch the kickoff recording. All right. This just goes over kind of what we're doing, what we're about, what we're here for. And then also that Quizlet was sent out. Did anybody get any of the questions wrong and still confused or would like some clarification on any of those Quizlet questions?
I got the OCR profiles one wrong. With regards to when you copy a workspace from a template workspace, I thought it was just the default OCR profile that copied over, but it turns out the correct answer was all the OCR profiles copied over.
I believe that is true. And Susan, if you're still on, any confirmation on that would be good.
That's
But
true. Yeah,
quick
so when you
confirmation.
copy over a workspace, all profiles, not just OCR, but processing profiles, imaging profiles, OCR profiles, integration points profiles. We have an integration point profile saved in our default.
Great.
That gets copied over. Saved searches. I mean, security template profiles so that you can have under the workspace admin security. In essence, basically everything gets copied over. Coincidentally, too, even if you have documents in the database, like if you have like a test document, those also get copied over from the template. So pretty much it's in essence, think of it as a snapshot of the database just being restored in like a new format.
Thank
Great.
you. That was a very informative answer. Thank you.
Cool. Just a quick shout out. I want to give a quick shout out to let's see, his name is Muhammad Nahal Ahmad, who coincidentally is not on this call today, but he posted on the LinkedIn group. I would love to ask you guys, if you guys are checking out the LinkedIn group, please feel free to post. It's a small group, it's a private group. It's a safe space. There's no judgment, right? It's just a group of people coming together to try to be better. Okay. All right. And so I've been talking about this point sharing system or this point tally system to kind of figure out who might get a scholarship at the end of the program, right? Someone who has been the most active and provided the most feedback and the most posts, etc. Been to the most calls, watched the most calls, done the most Quizlets. I think that doing that is very helpful for all of us, and so I think that should be something that we can hopefully, as a group, help reward. We're already in talks with Relativity. They've already confirmed a free, a scholarship to the pro. We're looking to get them to agree to to an RCA test. We'll find a way. All right. So then just want to open the floor again. I guess we've already talked about that a little bit. Is there anything else that in week one, it was pretty basic. That's a good thing. It'll get us warmed up and started. Anything else anybody on this call would like to talk about? This is open to everybody. This is all of our call, all right, guys? So anybody.
Hi Daniel, hi Susan. Like I have one question. Like I did find in one of the flashcard. So the question is like, what can link to an application? The options were like script, save search, and batch set. So what can be what can link to an application?
So for applications, you can link fields, choices, views, save searches, layouts, objects. This is all off the top of my head. But one thing to keep in mind too, when you're linking a field, it will prompt you, like if you try to save the application, it'll say In order to save the application, if it's like a multi-choice or single choice field, you will have to link the choices. The same with like a view. If you link a view and you don't link all the fields, it will error and tell you you're missing these fields. So, but you a lot of all of those things you can link in an application. So any object, not just the document object, but any object, if you create like a custom object and you have fields, choices, views in that object, you can link all of those, but you have to link every again, if you have a view, you have to link all the fields in that view because otherwise it won't work.
Got it, Susan. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. All right, just added a couple more people. Let's keep moving. Well, let's just real quick. Anybody else? That was a great question again. Anybody else have any other questions regarding week one? All right. Nobody? Did anybody not get to the week one? There's got to be somebody on this call that didn't do any of the week one stuff. Anybody? Anybody brave enough to admit?
Yes, I was not on the first week's call, but I would like to say the way you like organizing this all thing. So I appreciate you for all these things. And I joined for like offering a mentorship as being a relativity expert. So I would be happy to assist anyone and become a reason for anyone's RCA. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, and I received your email with the resources. I'll review those and share it within the LinkedIn group.
Yeah, actually, when I was planning for the RC exam, so what I observed, basically, whatever the links we click, we have the first point over there. Let's say if it is for the import export. So for import export, the first line is for the definition of that particular application, and most of the time, RCA gets those type of questions. Like if we have OCR profile, then what is OCR profile? So that kind of notes I have observed and mentioned in the Word file, so that I have shared with you. So I believe that would be very helpful.
Great. Okay. All right. Well, I figured I want to put together some sort of Amit, I appreciate you saying those kind words. I feel like I haven't done anything yet. As this is the second call. We're trying to build it to where it's more fun, more interactive, and more smooth. So bear with me as this is just week two. But I got some other quick quiz questions that I didn't include inside of the Quizlet, and just kind of want to put it out there. I'll include a poll application for future, but I just want to ask these questions and see if we all agree on the same answers. All right. Let's see. Let's go for the first one. All right. So let's say what must be run before moving a workspace to cold storage? And this is one I hadn't heard of. I've never done a cold storage myself. There was a note inside of the relativity information, and again, maybe Susan and Amit might have more information on this, but what needs to be run before moving a database to cold storage?
Don't judge me, y'all, but I've never done cold storage, and I don't know the answer to this one. And I should also
first-
say, I took my exam in 2012, so like,
Got it. Got it.
First,
but I do use the application every day. But yeah, I don't know the answer to this one. So I'll learn
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, to be honest, same here. Like I haven't done for that. Yeah.
Neither did
so we
I.
need to be install the repository application first.
Oh, I think you're on the right path, but there was a very particular odd note that said that text migration job needs to happen before the cold storage can happen.
I've run cold storage twice. I think all the folders in which the data is loaded, I believe the native text and images and all the produced data that is there after the processing part, when you export it, we need to move that into a particular location first. and then you start the storage part, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, thank you, Bismay. That actually aligns also with what the text. I call the text because I have not done one myself. Thank you for that. Since you've done more than most of us, you're the expert here on text migration. I'll make a note of that. Thank you. All right, cool. All right, let me do a little bit of an easier one. How long does retrieving a database from cold storage take?
I believe it's more than 24 hours. Whenever we do it here, once or twice that we've done in my organization, it took more than 24 hours.
That is correct. From somebody else that we haven't heard from, can you guys kind of complete that? That's correct, but about how long? It is longer than 24 hours. What's the time frame?
Like when I read in the RCA, it was like 1 to 5 days.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. All right, nice job. All right. Let's just do one quick one more. Let's do. All right, here's a true or false. System admins can provide workspace admin rights with near complete control using groups. True or false? System admins can provide workspace admin rights with near complete control using groups. True or false?
True.
True.
True it is. True it is. That's correct. But members of the group do not have the script permissions available only to system admins. So a nice little nuance. And I think really quick here, guys, just one takeaway I want to say to the group here is I don't necessarily know that because I think all of us are on different levels. Some of us are very new, and if all this sounds like completely foreign, you feel like you've never heard of this, and you're hearing from people who have done these things, or maybe they're more familiar with it. Just understand that spending a little bit of time in the text will give you that edge. It doesn't take long, and it's really about understanding how relativity works. Will give you the opportunity and the ability to figure out how to answer these questions when you're doing the job, which I'm sure most of you guys have figured that out. Yeah, good stuff, guys. All right. Well, great. Well, that's it. If there are any other questions, and by the way, thank you to Susan and Amit for you guys showing up today. I really appreciate that. That really came in handy. And Susan, you gave that really great information. And Amit, again, appreciate the email. I'll share with everybody. So week 2 is just going to be the next in line on the Relativity database or the Relativity website. This is what it looks like. So this is the Relativity learning once you've logged in and you've signed up to the learning path for Relativity Certified Administrator. For some of you who are new to this call, this is what it looks like after you've signed up. Again, the links are in the LinkedIn group. And it'll give you a week by week breakdown of what you're going to learn that week. Okay. So week 1, create workspaces and manage instance objects. That's been completed this week. It's fairly simple. It's about 45 minutes plus. And then next week, about 2.5 hours of time, it's going to go over the week 2 information, which is going to be case administration foundations, setting workspace and security permissions. I'm going to tell you, I only started learning about work security and permissions 3 years ago, right? I've been doing this for 19 years. I only really spent time in securities and permissions 3 years ago. Believe it or not, it just goes to which organizations you guys are working for and how the service models are set up. For those that I was working on, I'd never touched security and permissions, but so this will be extremely interesting to me. Hope you guys write down any questions you can bring to the group so you can test us. Also, write down any questions you have where you might get stuck, and look forward to the next call. We'll do it again at the same time, same day. And that's it. Unless anybody else has any other questions or concerns or anything else they want to talk about, we could wrap up the call for today.
Hi, Daniel. So my question is like I am working in e-discovery industry from the last 3 years, and I am the part of operations team, like doing hosting jobs, loading jobs, overlays, imaging, TIFFing, and OCR, performing OCR and TIFFing all of this. So is this program relevant to me, or?
I think this program is for anybody working inside of Relativity. If you go through this training course, this 13-week training course, you're going to know more than most people. Whether you are working in
Exactly.
these specific areas of relativity or not, it's going to give you a leg up in the industry, 100%. And
Sure.
whether or not you take the test at the end of the 13 weeks, it's again going to give you a leg up in the industry. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Anybody else? All right, guys. So I'll do like I did last week. I'll send a follow-up by tomorrow with just the quick rundown of our calls, pretty basic. Then you'll also see some information midweek on Wednesday, Quizlet again for week 2 on Friday, and then we'll meet again same day and time next week for now. Recordings and everything will go up into the LinkedIn group as well. So appreciate you guys for showing up. It's been a fun, quick 30 minutes. And that's it. We'll see you guys next week.
Sure thing,
Thank you.
Daniel.
Take
Thank
care.
you so much.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
See
Daniel,
ya.
I just want to
Yes.
like dump few questions in the group so they can look into
Great.
it.
Great.
So
Please do. Yeah.
yeah, when you added pie chart in the dashboard and select multiple pieces, so what can you see? The next question is server files. On what way it is associated with the workspaces? Is it resourceful, default repository, or database location? And the next is the users should have access to create groups, but do not have access to create processing and production set. So what should be the procedure you should follow to do like that?
Love it.
And
Okay.
when you are doing simple import, what is the format, like standard format of date and time?
Great
Um,
questions. These are
yeah.
really good. I'll tell you what, so in order to simplify and streamline this process, if you want to send those via email, I'll make sure to get them
Mm-hmm. Sure,
on the
sure, sure.
collection and then we'll share them in the LinkedIn group. Yeah.
Sure, I will. Daniel.
Or if you want to post them in the LinkedIn group too, that might work.
Sure, whatever. I will do that.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks again. Appreciate everybody for showing up today. Talk to you guys next week.
Same here, Daniel. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Daniel.
All
Guys.
right.
Bye.
Thank
See
you.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.